Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today and for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. I love this series so much. 24 projects coming out to you, 2 a week right through until Christmas. We've had a whole load. We've got more to come. This is today's project. This is one of my infamous little 6x6 bags. Great for table favours, just sits on the table, doesn't take up too much space. You could add ribbon, you can hang it from a tree, or just a nice little favour. And yeah, it uses 6x6 designer series paper. So if you are using something like the gingerbread and peppermint, which I am today, and comes in 6x6, it's perfect for that. If you're using full sheets of 12x12, you can get 4. We love it. Oh, and so does Berry, who's just come to visit. So I don't know which one I'm going to use today. Haven't decided. I'm erring towards wanting to use a real red because I've got some real red cardstock out. I think I'm going to go with that one just to see what it looks like, because I think, so this one's got more of a pattern going on it, so it's got all of the detail there, but I think that might be quite nice. Okay, 6x6 inches, 15 by 15 centimetres. And do you think I can find my scoring tool? I've had a bit of a rearrangement in my office. I didn't think to look and see where my Simply Scored was. Let's use the trimmer then. Okay, so on the side you want to be the bottom, so I want my pattern to go like that. So on the side you want to be the bottom, super simple, score it at 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres. And on my trimmer, the pale blade is your scoring blade and the dark blade is your cutting blade. So let me just make sure that's lined up. Okay, so that's the one that's going to be at the bottom. On the other side, that is going to be the way you want it. Score it at 1, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and 5.5, which in metric is 2.5, 7, 9.5, and 14. And yeah, I'm just moving a few things around in the office, and I moved and didn't complete all of the movement before finishing yesterday, and today I went, oh, I need a project quick. It's half-term holidays, which I'm trying to think where you're seeing this. You'll be seeing this at the end of the half-term holiday. And you know, I take time off with my children, and so I needed to film it when it was reasonably quiet. So there is just the biggest array of mess around me. Actually, it's not mess. It's just sort of stuff that I probably need to tidy up a bit. Let me get a pair of snips. Okay. Oh, it's stuff. It's not mess. It's stuff that needs a new home. Okay, so this is the bottom. And I'm going to take just a little bit off the top and take out that little rectangle at the bottom. So get rid of that, and then just cut straight on the other score lines. Okay, so super simple. So I've taken a little bit there and a tiny bit there and separated these. So I'm going to get some tear and tape along here. Love tear and tape. And just peel off the backing. And then fold 2 sides and the back, and we'll pop some more tape along here. And these bags are so quick and simple to make. I've made lots of these in the past. I've made loads of projects with just 6x6 paper, but I've made lots in this style before. But I've also made them shorter so that if you do work with 12x12, you can get 4 from a sheet. Sorry, 6 from a sheet of designer series paper. Okay, so I'm pinching the top, and there will be natural resistance. So on this one, it got all the way down to there, a little bit higher on that side. For some reason, it wants to stop there. That's okay. I don't mind. And then gripping it and making sure it's neatly lined up. I'm just folding the top over, just like that. Now, you might not like that. Oh, focus on me, not everything. There we go. You might not like that little bit extra there. That's okay. You get your snips, you trim it off, and nobody would ever know. And it's just literally where it's folded over. Right, what colour ribbon? Because I went with early espresso here to go with the whole burnt biscuit thing. But I'm kind of thinking, and I don't really know if I've got enough. Oh, I probably have this lovely rich gold. Yes, I have got enough. I hope. So I'm just going to tie a knot in this. And this was, again, another project that I taught my team at our recent event that was not so recently now, a good month ago. Yeah, at the end of September. And so I did a couple of projects for them using the gingerbread and peppermint paper, because I gave them all a whole pack of paper, because that's how nice I am. So... yeah, getting low on that. Going to have to place an order, aren't I? So that is essentially the bag. Now, I do like a little bit of die cutting. I'm going to pop, I think, bells on this one. Because I think that would be rather nice. And so I've got some real red, but I don't need very much of that. Only need a little bit. And I've got some Whisper White to go over the top. So these are like sugar cookies, I guess. I guess Christmas biscuits are not really a thing that are made very much in the UK. Although it was interesting, I was having a chat with my boys the other day, and they were asking me what Christmas was like, you know, when I was a youngster. And I said it just felt like it was all about the food. And my mum is a quite remarkable cook. And, I mean, she's very, very talented. And so, you know, much of my time off school, and it always felt like it was endless. It was sort of, felt like it was weeks after I'd finished school, the school term before the holidays, before the, oh, I can't even speak, finished school for the school holiday before Christmas actually came along. It was probably all of about 3 days. But I can remember it being lots of baking, you know, mince pies and Christmas cake and Christmas pudding and stuff like that. But I don't really remember Christmas biscuits being something we made. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask Mum, aren't I? Okay, let's get that off there. So those are very cute. But yeah, so yeah, Christmas, it was, yeah, mince pies, although I can't bear mince meat. Ugh. Ew, no. So Mum used to make me jam tarts because she was very nice. Right, what am I getting here? I'm getting a little teeny tiny paintbrush and some liquid glue. And my liquid glue doesn't like me doing this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to splodge so that I get a bit blobbed out of the top. And I'm going to pick it up with my paintbrush and just sort of smear it into places where I think it's going to catch. And I just find this paintbrush is much, much easier for me because, you know, I wibble everything. And I'm just going to hold that down. I'm going to hold that down while I tidy up my desk. Because if nothing else, my desk is tidy. You can tell what I'm going to be doing this afternoon, can't you? Finishing off the rest of my office, tidy up. Okay, so yeah, that's glued on nicely and there's nothing on show. So now to finish off, I'm going to grab a couple of dimensionals and I'm going to put them sort of semi down the middle because I kind of want them to be attached to the ribbon. And then it will all move together. And that's rather nice, isn't it? So that's quite a different look, although it is the same project. Same paper, same everything, but it looks quite different. So they are, like I say, endlessly popular. I have made them many times over. You all tell me how much you love them and what you've made them for. You know, to the ladies who send me pictures of their 300 that they've made for church. You're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, but being inspired by my project. So I hope that these inspire you too. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.